Hola, tribe. Hello, my tribe. Welcome to the House of Kai. Today, I have decided to do our oracle read outside. So hopefully the sound will come through well enough for you. I do apologize. I will admit that I often find that any outside noises and sounds that are brought to the table during the process are all part of it. So if if you find them distracting, I would ask yourself why, right? So if there is something beyond the message that I bring to you, then allow yourself to notice your response to the sounds, what it feels like for you, and allow yourself to know if there is a message in it all, okay? So instead of allowing ourselves to be distracted by it, it is part of all that is. So, with that being said, I am so excited. Today I will be doing an oracle read, and I was gifted a new deck that we're going to be using today, and I am so excited. It is phenomenal and so grateful. Thank you, Helen. Thank you so much for gifting me this deck. It is beyond. It is beyond, and I am in love with it. And so I'm excited to bring it to the family. So with that being said, the other thing I will say is that if you are not a subscriber to this channel, I invite you to please like, share, and subscribe. That way the message gets out to more people. I am in a transition with how I will be gifting these messages. So part of it is that gifting you the message daily is where I'm bringing this and where I'd like to go, and offering the medicine that comes with it. So be open to how I will be redirecting the channel on that. There will be options presented to you as we move forward. I am happy and grateful that I presented them the way I did, strictly through YouTube and giving you the offerings, so you have a little bit of taste of what we'll be looking into. Yet as we move forward, there'll be sites like Patreon and Vimeo that I'm going to be linking up to everything, so that we can really create our tribe. I personally would like to do more live videos with you, yet at this current time, I'm limited to which networks I can do live videos on. So if you help me, we can grow this channel even bigger, and I can offer even more free live things here on YouTube, as well as in other platforms. Okay? And with that being said, I do invite you, if you like what I do offer private work, whether it be a reading or no reading involved at all. Most of my work that I do privately has no involved readings. However, I do often get people that like a good reading with their healing process. It's a nice little way to anchor down. And I do enjoy the cards. I really do. I love them. I do. I really do love and enjoy utilizing cards for my own personal use. And I love being able to offer that to other people because it really anchors down what they're experiencing. So if you're interested in some private work, please reach out. Multitudes of things I offer, whether it be breath facilitation, soul advisory, corrective movement, functional therapy, which is, profound healing of the mind, body, and spirit simultaneously, and anything that brings you closer into union with your own soul is my true purpose. So if any of the things that you see or like, please feel free to hit me up. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, we thank you for that as well. All right, so let's get started. I'm so excited to reveal these new cards, but we're gonna have to wait. I'm gonna start today Today I am being guided to start, with the Sacred Earth Oracle. The Sacred Earth Oracle deck. So, my intention always, what message does the collective need at this time? The collective are all beings that are on this earth, right? So what is it that we as a collective would benefit from knowing at this time? What truth must be seen and what medicine is required for us to heal resistance to stepping into a more unity, conscious, oneness-based world, or earth, earth that we reside in. So what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Ah. Isn't that funny? First card I see when I cut the deck earlier was this card right here, Expectations. Yeah. Isn't she magical? Isn't she magical? Good. So let's sit with this. Before I give a full read, I will allow myself to drink in all the message that is coming through. Oof. What this card is already communicating to me is that all that we need is already within us. That your backbone, right? Your spine, the way you hold yourself, your structural body, is the message, is the code of information that is required for your own self-healing and the healing of all others. So you have often heard me say, and I will continuously say this, that you are a tuning fork of information, a tuning fork vibration. If you are unfamiliar with what a tuning fork is, let me offer you some sound, right? Like this. What a tuning fork does is creates a sound. We are all tuning forks. We are all musical instruments, right? We are these powerful musical instruments that every time we go anywhere, do anything, just being, or, grocery shopping in your car, whatever it is, you are a tuning fork of sound. You have the capability of healing people by your vibration or hindering people by your vibration. And so that which I'm seeing here in this expectation, right? Expectations, which really I'm in a place of no more expectations, or at least working on no more expectations, not allowing myself to attach to an expectation, because that's an illusion. The illusion is attaching ourselves to an expectation outside of ourselves. That's what this is telling me. Attaching yourself to an expectation outside of you is the illusion. Your own being, your spinal column, that which makes you you. That is the only thing that you should invest in expectation in. And the expectation, in my opinion, well, in that which we are, is to expect greater things out of yourself, to heal your tuning fork so that each and every moment of every day we are the medicine for all other beings. That is the only expectation at this moment in time that any of us should have. And the dog next door agrees. So, as we move forward, oh, I just grabbed that deck, didn't I? Okay, the next deck. It's the Earth Warriors. So we're going to come into the Earth Warrior Oracle deck. Oof, so powerful, so powerful. I love it. So I'm going to say I am on point because that dog next door 100% agrees. See what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Yeah. So, coming into that which is that spinal column. You know, it's interesting because that image showed the dragonfly, and if you look at the spine of a dragonfly, it has segments, right? It has bendable segments, just like our spine, right? And as it resides on your back in this image that we see, it's this. Do you know the vibration of you? Are you capable of honing in and listening to the vibration of you, right? So today's medicine may come through in 2 videos, not just sound and healing. I may do some other work later on, so forgive me as I learn technology all over again. Building blocks, right? Building blocks. So, my Earth Oracle Warriors, what is it that the collective needs at this time? What is it that the collective needs at this time? Oh, yeah. Is there another message? Is there another message? Oh my goodness, isn't that lovely? So, power of good and the mandala of the moon. Interesting, really, really interesting here. So I see Ajna Durga, which is the representation of the mother. Durga is the mother, right? That nurturing mother energy. And Mama Quila, mandala of the moon. Again, noticing this beautiful, right? Look at that. Look at that. Noticing how the arm, at least one arm is lifted here, but the arms are up in this receptive. The Ajna Durga is speaking of a softness within and a reaching above and below. And Mama Quila, mandala of the moon. Whew. What I see is all this data, right? Data, information coming through. So as we are standing in our own integrity within our own spine and the bones of our body, there's information and data coming through. It is up to us to learn how to sort through this information and data. Now, I love the moon, right? So a lot of people vibe with the moon, and then there are a lot of people that, you know, get upset with the moon. And what I believe that to be is that emotions are frightening. If we are unable to see our way clear, right? So I know there are so many people that when the emotions come in, they can get lost in the emotions. They can do a couple of things. They can either get lost in the emotional body, or they can be firm in who they are, right? And they're so firm in who they are that they deny the emotion that came through for themselves, right? Because they resist feeling. They want to project an image of themselves that is what they feel safe in, rather than allowing themselves to actually process the emotions to bring them to a place of still point, a place of truth. And so the most important, most balanced way is to be able to know your integrity lines, right? Knowing one's integrity lines and allowing the emotions to move through, being unattached to the emotions, however, simply acknowledging that there was something experienced or felt, and allowing yourself to process them, right? Not negate them. Emotions are not meant to be negated. Wow, look at all this lighting going on right now. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. I love it. So, emotions are not meant to be negated. They're meant to be siphoned through. They're not meant to be attached to. They're not meant for us to identify ourselves with, right? Those are storylines. So the emotions are just simply these feelings, and what often happens is a storyline comes up during the process of moving through these emotions, and then we get attached to the storyline, and then we live in the emotion that came through, right? So example of being a bad person, or being unworthy, or these low vibrational energies, right, that often come from childhood, right? So these energies, let's see if I can correct this just a smidge here, these energies that come through that make us feel unworthy of love. If and when that happens within our world, our purpose in that moment is to ground down in your integrity lines and allow yourself to identify that you may have drank in what I refer to as poison, right? Lies, right? Or there may be some sort of wound inside of you that has been unhealed, and the gift of your emotion is the opportunity to rediscover your integrity lines, to sort through the emotional chaos so that you can actually come back to the presence of you, your own spine, your own inner knowing. And so the power of good, the mandala of the moon, right? The power of good, I wish to not put a positive or negative or good or bad, because that's an illusion in itself. It's merely what is. So a lot of what I'm witnessing in our cards today, interestingly enough, are things that I am processing to no longer attach myself to, because they're limiting beliefs, to place expectations on anything outside of us, to identify something as good or bad, right? All of that really brings me back to the mandala of the moon, these sort through, right? So I look at this like, if you look here, she has all of these like integrity lines that create the mandala, and then waves of energy moving through and pulsing through. Those are the emotional body moving through the integrity lines, right? And so how do we process that? How do we move through that in order to come back to the pure essence of the mandala? Just the pure essence of the mandala, okay? So now I will come into my Ganesha. Oh, I love me Ganesha. Ganesha, they refer to him as the original shaman. He's so yummy. So, let's see. Ganesha, what is it we need to know? I thank you, Divine Spirit. I thank you, Father. I thank you for your guidance. I thank you for your wisdom and knowing. I thank you. I thank you for placing these tools, gifting us this information so we can play within this world, right? Not so serious. Less serious. Less serious. All right, all right. Good. Whoop, we dropped some. I love it. Promise of the future. Look at that. You know, that very much reminds me, it's an 8 card of fulfillment and wholeness. And it very much reminds me of the card in the tarot deck of the 3 of Wands, which is looking to the future, right? Having placed a manifestation, like planting a seed of that which we wish to bring in, right? And looking to the future. So it's interesting to me that we started out with this place of expectations, and now we're actually looking to the future, knowing that it already exists. Being unattached to it. You know, this just shows me that it's about the journey, right? Riding the waves, right? Allowing ourselves to come into those lines of integrity so that we know how to ride the storm. Yeah. And so I asked if there was another message we needed to know, and it's fulfillment. Fulfillment, right? And to me, this is a writing of the story. Right? This is the actual writing the story as we go along the journey. No expectations, just ride the wave, be in it, hold those lines of integrity. Know your spine. Know your spine. Interesting concept, isn't it? They say that there's a story in each and every vertebra. I have discovered it to be true, personally. Owning the vibration of your spine. It is your personal walking stick, your spine, right? It is the data and information that you require for your journey. Your journey will be different than my journey for good reason. We're all here for different purposes. So it's not about making me right and you wrong, or you right and me wrong. That's none of it. That's none of it. It's yours. Your spine, your journey, your story, right? Your story of fulfillment. Oh, and knowing that all is well, right? Knowing that is the promise of the future. And so now, I'm so excited. I'm going to reveal the next deck of cards. The Mystic Art Medicine. Oh my goodness, these are phenomenal cards. I'm so excited to share these with you. They really are special. And the second I looked at them, I knew. And my dear friend, oh, she's such a dear friend. She said she was, trying to use them, and they just didn't speak to her. But as she was working with them, she knew they would speak to me, and she's so right. Oh, did they speak to me? They speak to me. Oh my goodness. I just lit. I'll tell you what, I am just lit about it. What is it, Divine Spirit? Father, Father Creator, thank you. Thank you for the abundance and gifts, joy, and blessings bestowed upon each and every one of us. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your discipline. Absolutely. Thanking Father for the discipline that He has brought to the table so we are better sons and daughters, right? We are better sons and daughters for the Almighty. So blessed. So blessed. So blessed. And I will admit that I know that which I speak sounds so confusing to people, right? Because I don't choose religion. There is no one religion that reflects truth. I can honestly say the closest is that of the Tao, right? It is walking the path. The Taoist belief system is that which walks the path. Who are you anchored into is the truth, right? So, knowing that which you call higher power, right? What higher power do you connect to? That's the most important thing to know, right? Everything else is terms and in buckets of like things to make us feel safe. I do not feel safe in confined spaces like that. Like limiting myself to one storyline does not make me feel safe. It actually makes me feel like I'm being lied to. So for me, I expand upon all of them without judgment. There is no judgment of any of them. Who am I to judge, right? Silly. Whatever gets us there, whatever gets you there is what matters, the path. So no expectations, simply walk the path. And so is there any message that I may offer the Divine Collective here? Just what I said. Expression. Right? There is not one path. There is many paths that bring us home. Many, many paths. What is your form of expression, right? That which is in your spine, that which is in your bones is your form of expression. That is the most powerful thing we have, right? Owning your own personal vibration. The true, authentic expression of you is the medicine, and when you are in harmony with you, you bring that medicine to each and every being. Each and every being. Don't deny that. Don't deny yourself gifting others the medicine of you. If others do not wish to drink upon your medicine, they don't have to. Maybe it's too potent. Maybe it's not enough. Maybe it seems like poison to them. Who cares? Who cares? It's not about how they receive it. It's that you are willing to offer your medicine. And those that are capable of receiving and drinking you in will. That's how that works, right? So know that today's medicine is getting closer to you. Yeah. The expression of you. And that expression will show up in so many ways. So many ways. I'm asking if there's another, and I'm being told there's one more card, and then we'll bring this. Oh my goodness. Guardians. You are protected and guarded. Right? So all of that fear of the expression of self, let it go. Let it go. Embrace you. You are the medicine for someone. So what? Maybe you're the poison for someone else. Maybe. I know that my medicine is not for everyone. I'm okay with that. And there are poisons that heal, right? Those of you that know that I am a Kambo practitioner. And so Kambo is applying a poison to the body in order to heal it. So why would I look at poison in a way of negativity when poison can heal? Poison, it's like a homeopathic memo, right? Like a medicine. Applying that to the body is medicine, so the body purges and its immune system gets stronger. So if the expression of you seems to make another sick, maybe it's because the sickness was already in them. Right? So today I invite us all. Be the medicine. Express yourselves. Discover yourselves. So I'm going to do my best to create a Vimeo video of the medicine work that goes along with this video today. And if it doesn't make it to Vimeo, then it'll just be on YouTube. However, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed today's reading. And again, like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you. Thank you, tribe. Mwah. I love you so much.